YouTube family, what it do? Today is Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. It's your man, Big D, and I'm back with another one. Before I go in, I would like to thank all of you good subscribers and followers that have continued to rock out with my son and I. We greatly appreciate your continued support. Thank you. Well, family, I'm out here at the local library here in Tampa, Florida, and I just participated in the early voting. And I must say that it is fairly crowded. Not too bad. I was able to get in and out with probably waited about maybe 35, 40 minutes. But it was uneventful, to say the least. But I did do my, I guess, civic duty by going and casting my vote. And, you know, here's the thing, family. This whole election, in particular, this election that we have going on, is very, very, it's been very, very volatile, very toxic. Not only from the Democratic standpoint, but also, you know, the Republicans have you know, been throwing some not so good shots as well. So to sit up and say that, oh, it's just the Democrats, oh, it's just the Republicans, that is not actually the case. And unfortunately, like I was talking to my son earlier, you know, as I was driving to the polling place to poll my vote, to cast my vote rather, I didn't, you know, in my spirit, I really didn't feel good because, you know, I do believe that Donald Trump can get the economy turned around. But then there is a lot of other nonsensical rhetoric that he participates in sometimes. If he could just keep his mouth closed and just stick to the business of running the country, I think that a lot of the issues that people have with him, they wouldn't have. But at the same time, for me to sit up and say that the Democrats' hands are clean, well, guess what? That's not the case either, because the Democrats, you know, they have been stretching the truth, distorting the truth. They've not been honest about some of their reportings as to the things that the Republicans want to do to hamstring, you know, the American people. So, you know, family, to be honest with you, there is really not a viable candidate that I feel solely comfortable with voting for, whether it's Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. So at this point, you have to choose the lesser of the two evils. So this is the thing that I really wanted to point out, family. So, you know, my family, we send like group texts and what have you. And that's how we, you know, we communicate with each other. You know, we have, and I'm pretty sure you do the same. You have group texts that you know, you chatted up with your family, send all kind of texts out. So, you know, I have family members that they love spewing, you know, just rhetoric about Donald Trump. Just this morning, you know, I had a family member that said, oh, you know, he need to be Baker, he need to be this, he need to be that. And then, you know, I had another family member that that said that he hates that cracker. You know, let me tell you, it's gotten to the point that as black folks, it seems that we've got just as racist as the people that we claim that's still holding us down. That's right, I said it. We got black folks that are just as racist when it comes to, especially when it comes to, you know, what they view and their views, or what they view as being right and what they view as being wrong. So it's not uncommon for somebody that looks like me to be more racist, or I'm not gonna say racist, but biased against white folks. But here's the thing, family. All white people ain't bad, and all black people ain't good. That's a fact. And I know plenty of people that look like me. They are not good people. In fact, they are some of the They are some of the most schemingest, undermining, underhanded people that I have ever came across. In fact, I want to say that I've been screwed over by more black folks than I have white people. So this rhetoric about, oh, the white man holding us down, the white man holding us down. Listen, have I been passed over for promotion because of my skin color? Yes, I'm pretty sure that I have. There's no proof of it. It can't be, there's no physical proof that I can say, well, you promoted this guy, you elevated this guy over me because of my skin color. I can't say that. I cannot say that. But it goes without saying, just because you can't prove that something happened, don't mean that it didn't happen just the same. So with that being said, in my years of living, I can honestly say that I have been mishandled more so by people that look like me than white folks. And let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if I was screwed over by 2 white men and only one black man. Guess what? If that man, that one black man that looks like me, I would think that he should not do anything to hurt me or screw me over. I would expect it from somebody who's not my color, somebody who's not my race. I would expect that. But to endure somebody, you know, crossing me that looks like me, well, that's a shame. That is a shame. So I would have to say, he that is without sin and he that is without fault, she that is without sin, she that is without fault, let them be the one to cast the first stone. But more times than not, the main people that's casting stones, their houses are made out of glass. And the same people that are casting these stones, they don't mean the people that look like them any more right or better than white folks. So I'm not going to sit up and say, oh, the white man keeping me down, because let me tell you something. I was able to experience a decent career. And not only that, I have a phenomenal retirement due to white folks. Yeah, when I say due to white folks, what I mean by that is that white men found favor with what I was doing, how I was moving, my work productivity. I found favor with these white men, and they gave me opportunities. Now, to say that I had not got opportunities by, you know, black men that look like me or people that look like me would be disingenuous. But more times than not, in these organizations and companies, you're going to have more white men that are in charge and running the show than black men. So I could see why, you know, you don't have a whole bunch of black folks that can do anything for other black folks because they ain't running nothing. So really and truly, on all the jobs that I had to impress the bosses who were white. It's not being racial. It's just that's just what it is. And I always say that, you know what, I want to be in a position to help other black folks. And during my career, I was elevated to a position of authority, and I was able to help younger men and women that look like me, and not just look like me, but Latin men and women that was seeking to grow in their career fields and be better, and not just want to be at the bottom of the totem pole, because everybody who's worth their salt should want to grow on their job. Nobody should go to a job and just be content with just being at the bottom, because if you want to affect change, you have to become one of the decision makers. If you are not a decision maker, then you are not affecting any change. All you doing, you one of those disgruntled employees that's sitting around the water cooler talking shit about how the boss is screwed up. Well, guess what? If you don't like what's going on, then you become a boss. But we won't do that. All we'll do is sit and talk crap about how the white man is this and the white man is that. Well, at the same time, the same people that's talking all the crap, half of them ain't even voting. They ain't even voting. And the ones that do vote, they don't even know why they're voting. They don't even know why they're voting for the cause. They just out there out there voting because, you know, that's what they the grandmama told them, well, you gotta vote this way. The auntie told them you gotta vote this way. Listening to the neighbors, listening to everybody saying, oh, you gotta vote this way, without doing the research for themselves. As I told you before, vote for whoever you want, but just make sure that you've done your research and that you have done enough thorough investigative work to say, you know what, I'm voting for this person and I feel confident that they are going to satisfy my interests when they get in office. So family, we have to do better as a people, because I find that we've come just as bad as the people that we say that's holding us down. And at the end of the day, it just don't add up. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.